Hey! Your mentality is fucked. That's why you have addictions. In the last videos, I showed you how the industry manipulates you and what happens in your body. I also gave you methods and nutrients to break the spell. If you haven't seen the videos, watch them now. Life-changing. If you have already seen them, watch them again. Turn on the VPN. But first, follow for more. Now we need to dive even deeper into the psychological aspects of food addiction. But who is this guy? And what can he tell you? I'm Iggy, your guru. Call me Iguru. Research with brain scans, fMRI studies show that the brains of junk food and sugar addicts react quite similarly to cocaine or alcohol addicts, especially the reward system, nucleus accumbens, prefrontal cortex, amygdala, show hyperactive patterns when consuming junk food. Food addiction is a complex interaction of biological, emotional, and behavioral factors. It is often linked to impulse control disorders, emotional regulation, and conditioned behavior. So, what are the psychological causes of food addiction? Conditioning and habit formation. Many people associate food with positive emotions. Examples: birthday, Christmas, Easter, etc. Better not to celebrate those. Demonic rituals. If you want a full video about this topic, write it down in the comments. I will not do it. Your brain and body learn food equals dopamine equals short-term happiness. This leads to conditioned cravings, especially in stressful or emotional moments. Emotional dependency in stress eating. Food addiction is often a form of emotional eating. Stress, boredom, or sadness trigger cravings because food provides short-term relief. And now think how this whole system is set up. Since you've been on this planet, you've been bombarded with these things on TV, in families, at work, in school, in the football club, everywhere. This world is built on these emotions. People in charge, are they even real humans? Know exactly how easy it is to manipulate and control humans. Oh shit, someone's gonna call me a conspiracy theorist in the comments. Listen up, little naive. This is the reality of our world. Studies show that people under chronic but also acute stress are more likely to reach for high caloric foods. Impulse control and frontal lobe dysfunction. The prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain that is responsible for impulse control, can be weakened by constant overstimulation. Good thing we are not constantly bombarded with stimuli. Right? Notice something? Phones, TV, media, music, flashing lights, war, everywhere, all the time. This makes it difficult for people to resist cravings and compulsive eating, self-esteem, and self-sabotage. People with low self-esteem are more prone to self-destructive behavior, including uncontrolled eating. Isn't it great that the beauty, fitness, music, film industries tell us every day from a young age how valuable we are? Oh, wait, it's actually the opposite. How great that we are raised in an authoritarian way and that is someone always above us. That's where food comes into play. It becomes a short-term solution to feel better, but in the long run, it makes things much worse. Weight gain, shame, more eating. Let me tell you why food addiction is hard to break. Food industry and manipulation. First, because food is so deeply emotional, as I already explained. The industries use targeted psychological tricks to keep people hooked on their shitty, unhealthy products because they understand human psychology. Fuck, they have entire departments to research how to manipulate you best. Colors, packaging, advertising, engineered flavors. And I mean all industries. Scientists develop the perfect mixture of fat, sugar, and salt plus synthetic additives to maximize satisfaction and addiction. The addiction cycle. First, trigger: stress, boredom, anxiety, sadness, etc. 2, craving. The body wants the dopamine reward. 3, consumption. Uncontrolled eating leads to short-term happiness. 4, guilt and regret, negative emotions after eating. 5, new trigger. To avoid guilt, you eat again. This cycle is the same for drug addiction. And now to the positives. Let me give you some additional strategies to break free from food addiction. Mindfulness-based techniques, mindful eating. Eat slowly without distractions. Turn off the TV, throw out your phone. You should get rid of your TV anyways, but that's another topic. Consciously enjoy every meal and pay attention to body signals. Hunger versus cravings. Studies show that mindfulness techniques can significantly reduce cravings for junk food. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, against food addiction. 1. Recognize and transform negative thought patterns. Old pattern, I need something sweet now or I will feel bad. New pattern, my body needs energy and I can nourish it with healthy options. Here a practical exercise. Keep a thought journal to document cravings and consciously reframe beliefs. 2. Retraining the reward system. Instead of using food as an emotional outlet, create healthy alternatives that release dopamine naturally. After a stressful day, do a workout or dance instead of snacking. Or listen to your favorite music or audiobook. Reward for hard work, plan an experience. Massage, sauna, walk in nature, book. 3. Identify triggers and develop alternative strategies. Analyze typical triggers. Emotional, stress, boredom, loneliness. Social, birthdays, family meals, co-workers bringing cake. Environmental, supermarkets, ads, certain times. New strategies, instead of frustration eating, release anger with boxing, running, punching a pillow. Instead of stress eating, relaxation, breathing exercises, or meditation. Instead of boredom eating, new hobby, painting, writing, do-it-yourself projects. Forget willpower. Dopamine reset and discipline training are key. Dopamine detox. Avoid highly processed foods for a while to reset your reward system. Discipline training. Self-control is like a muscle. It gets stronger with daily training. You think it was different from me? 10 years ago, I was you. I get it. I couldn't keep my hands off sweets, but I broke free through self-reflection, sports, healthy nutrition, and clear goals. But the most important thing I've learned, forget perfection. Don't punish yourself, love yourself. Make small, sustainable changes every single day. And now, follow more.